Raw Raw Rooster is a pretty interesting Foghorn Leghorn cartoon. This was released in 1956. It's directed by Robert McKimson and written by Ted Pierce. And we have Mel Blanc as Foghorn Leghorn and Daws Butler as Rhode Island Red. And this cartoon definitely is a character based cartoon rather than having an interesting narrative. It centers around Rhode Island Red, who is an old friend of Foghorn's, and he announces that he's coming to visit Foghorn Leghorn. And Foghorn Leghorn is not exactly delighted by this because apparently Rhode Island Red is quite annoying. Now, Foghorn Leghorn is kind of an annoying character, in a way that's enjoyable to watch, of course, but it made me think, how annoying can this character be if Foghorn finds him annoying? And I won't say too much more information about that as I don't want to spoil the narrative. Well, what there is of the narrative is basically him coming along and annoying Foghorn in various different ways. And as I said, it really needed to have a good character in order for it to work, since the narrative itself is not that intricate. I wasn't that bothered about the beginning, middle, and end. I was just curious to see what this character would be like and what Rhode Island Red would be able to do to annoy Foghorn. And I thought it was pretty creative. It worked very well. I like the design of the character. He does, of course, look exceptionally like Foghorn Leghorn. The fact that they were voiced by different actors I thought was a good decision. An unusual decision because usually Mel Blanc just voices everybody, and of course he had the ability to do that and make voices very distinct. But just having them voiced by different actors I thought was a good idea, and I think it worked quite well and helped to ensure the characters were different enough. I think what did happen was relatively interesting. As I said, it's not got the most intricate or fascinating narrative in terms of the flow of the narrative, but things went quite well. I thought the character was quite interesting. I liked how Foghorn responded to him and responded to various things that he did. So it's definitely not a bad cartoon. I was curious about it, and I feel like it set out to do something and it delivered it quite well. It's not my favourite Foghorn. I think all of my favourite Foghorns feature Miss Prissy, to be perfectly honest. But it was pretty decent and definitely one that I'd recommend.